No matter where you are, whether it's Hawkins or the freaky Upside Down, you know Stranger Things will keep you glued to the screen. With flickering lights, nosebleeds, and those nail-biting cliffhangers, each episode has that same mix of chaos, heart, and supernatural mayhem. If you've ever thought, hold up, haven't we seen this before? Same here. Here are 8 things that always happen in every episode, and why we can't get enough of them. Number 8. When Stranger Things first introduced Steve Harrington, he was the kind of character you loved to hate, a total jerk who was all about his hair and didn't care about anyone else. But over the seasons, Steve has undergone one of the show's most surprising and satisfying transformations. Trading his bat with nails for babysitting duties, Steve's unlikely friendship with Dustin became a breakout highlight, adding heart, humor, and unexpected depth to the series. And then there's Robin, with her dry humor, who's always the voice of reason. They're such a great trio, and their crazy adventures make even the scariest parts of Hawkins fun. Number 7. Winona Ryder's comeback as Joyce Byers in Stranger Things has been nothing short of electric. She's got that crazy energy, fierce mom love, and never give up attitude, and she makes Joyce feel so real and like a total hero. Ever since Will disappeared in Season 1, Joyce has been the heart of the show, always fighting to protect her family, no matter how weird things get. She's got a thing going with Hopper now, but her love for her boys, especially Will, is still the most important thing. Now, with all the hints about Will's future in Season 5, Joyce could be facing her most devastating challenge yet, one that threatens to shatter the very foundation of her world. Number 6. Ever since Eleven showed up with a shaved head and those intense eyes, she's been the heart of Stranger Things. Gifted with extraordinary powers and burdened with unspeakable trauma, she's walked a harrowing path from lab experiment to reluctant hero. She's saved Hawkins from some unimaginable threats over and over, but it's not just about beating the bad guys. Remember that crazy twist in Season 3 when she lost her powers? It showed us that Eleven's strong because of her grit, her heart, and her fight to get back her childhood. As the show wraps up, Eleven's gonna face her biggest challenge yet, and it's not just about saving the world, but figuring out who she really wants to be. Number 5. What really made Stranger Things stand out from all the other supernatural thrillers was that it wasn't afraid to be scary. The show's horror was raw, unpredictable, and seriously chilling, especially in the beginning, from flickering lights to creepy creatures. A lot of shows used CGI, but Stranger Things made its monsters feel real and super unsettling. The Demogorgon was just the start. The horrors of the Upside Down got bigger and more complex, and now we have Vecna, who's even scarier because of his messed up humanity. Season 5 is coming, and it feels like all the old nightmares could come back for one last, monstrous showdown. Number 4. What makes Stranger Things so cool is how it nails the 80s. It's not just a background, it's a whole character. The music, the Cold War vibes, the show uses all that paranoia to amp up the supernatural storylines. Season 1 was all about Hawkins, but later seasons got bigger with Soviet stuff, secret labs, and Eleven's messed up past. Papa, the cold and calculating face of this sinister organization, remains one of the most haunting figures in Eleven's life. As they dig into the experiments and spy stuff, it's like, where does science end and cruelty begin? Sometimes the bigger plots feel a little easy, but they also make you think the Upside Down isn't just a place, it's a weapon everyone wants. Number 3. The 1980s weren't just defined by big hair and bold fashion, they were also a golden era for unforgettable music. Stranger Things totally gets that, using classic songs in all the big, emotional moments. As the show got bigger, so did the music, like when Kate Bush's "Running Up That Hill" made a comeback in Season 4. That song wasn't just background noise, it saved Max, a sonic anchor that pulled her back from the brink of Vecna's grip in one of the series' most powerful scenes. It's a perfect example of how Stranger Things doesn't just use music, it makes it better. Instead of just using songs to make you feel something, the show picks songs that make the scene even more intense, turning good moments into amazing ones. Number 2. Right from the start, Stranger Things showed us that Dungeons & Dragons was way more than just a game, it's a lifeline. For Will, Mike, Lucas, and Dustin, D&D was where they could be in charge, have some power, and actually fight back against the darkness, which their real lives didn't always give them. The show's set in the 80s, when everyone was either obsessed with or totally clueless about the game, and D&D became the perfect way to show the kids growing up. Every monster they fought, the Demogorgon, the Mind Flayer, Vecna, came straight from their games, mixing fantasy with their real lives in a super personal way. Season 4 brought it all back, reminding them how important the game was just as they were growing up. Even if some of them are ready to move on, D&D still means everything about who they were, who they are now, and the fights they still have to face, in the game and in real life. Number 1. Nancy and Jonathan began as Stranger Things' quintessential slow-burn romance, two unlikely allies drawn together by tragedy, mystery, and the fight for truth. They bonded over the first season's horrors, which blossomed into a love that felt strong enough to weather anything. But as the show went on and they grew up, things got a little rocky, not because they didn't love each other, but because life just got complicated. They're not just kids fighting monsters anymore, they're young adults dealing with the real world. College, jobs, and their own dreams are a big deal now, and even though they still care about each other, it's obvious that love might not be enough. Whether or not Nancy and Jonathan end up together in the final season, their story is marked by genuine care, sacrifice, and the kind of aching affection that lingers, long after the final credits roll. If you are excited for Stranger Things Season 5, like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates with us on Stranger Vecna.